I remember when the History Channel actually had cool things on instead of just ancient aliens and pawn stars. But now it's just aliens. Obviously it was aliens that built this. These are all aliens. Alright. Gods are giving us full stocks on our brewers and potters and papyrus makers and all those cool dudes. Excellent. You should probably go to bed. Yeah, what time is it for you, Sinacron? I think we're on similar time, so you might want to think about it. These guys are complaining that they don't have access to a courthouse. What are they gonna do, sue me? $220? Yeah. Well, I guess if you're finished with all your exams or whatever, then it's up to you. Alright, high winds and driving sands have obscured the roads, so we will not be having any more trade for a little while. So we can also rotate the our view here, so we can kind of see what's going on. I don't like rotating the view. This game looks kind of weird when you do, but so we get kind of a 360 view of this monument. Seeing all the dudes slowly climb up. %84 complete. Let's turbocharge it. Get up there. Wow. Get all this stone. Yeah, they're building a giant UFO. It's a helicopter landing platform. Oh man, people idolize me as a god and love me. All over the place. And Bast is congenial. Well, why don't we just throw a party for Bast then? If people idolize me as a god, then well, we should throw parties. And people really love me because I'm paying like the wages right now are 22 in the kingdom, and we're actually paying 30. So everybody who's like working here is making an extra like 30% income, which is insane. Any big celebrations? Well, I was planning on starting the next mission. But I guess we can hold a giant festival of free beer for everybody. So this is 96%. We need 2 more loads of bricks. So let's slow it down to not ludicrous speed. Let's see where. Here comes. Where are they? They're just hauling blocks around. I don't see anybody hauling blocks to this place. As I understand it, it's called Pharaoh. You aren't the Pharaoh. Right now, I am not the Pharaoh. I am a royal judge, quote unquote. But later in the game, you actually do become Pharaoh. So you kind of start off as like, you know, random dude running a shack in the middle of the woods. I do not believe I have seen the movie Gods of Egypt. And here are the last 2 loads of stone blocks. And these guys go up these steps like it's nothing. Like, they don't even lose speed. They're just hauling ass around the entire thing. Just straight up. These guys don't even need a ramp. They just take it straight up the side of the cliff. I'm just like, rah. Alright, 97%. Are they gonna take down all the wooden scaffolding? Player is douche master, architect, god of Egypt. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much, you know, whoever designed this is like a city. I'm just like, oh man, whoever's running this is just a moron. We built a bridge over water, and why do we build a bridge? Just to kill a whole bunch of ostriches. Like, you know, we could like settle this land with like its nice lush areas and relaxing waterways. No, screw that. Like, we need to mine the stone. Live in the middle of the hot baking sun. Let's make sure to read this. 16 course and inlaid. The current course requires 8 blocks of plain stone. The remainder of the pyramid will require an additional 16 blocks. Alright, so we need just a bit more and we'll be done. The architect and Asterix and Cleopatra. The head of a bit of magic potion. Yeah, they had the anti-gravity. That's what they're using right here. I just love the idea that they basically build up momentum and just like anime style run up the side of the cliff with these big blocks of stone. They're like, come on guys, we can do it. Just, you know. The skiff is all skidding around corners. And we have, what, $14 bajillion? So what we're going to do here is we're going to start taking out a gigantic chunk of money. We're going to take out 100 Devon every month, just because we can. And we're going to save that for next mission. It's going to piss off Pharaoh a little bit, but he can deal with it. Yeah, building the monuments and everything else is definitely my favorite part of this game. Like, once you get the city built, and then you built this giant monument, like, that's just a satisfaction that I haven't seen in a lot of other city builders, where you've got something you can actually build, and it's not just like, okay, collect, you know, 200 units of, you know, it's not just get a whole $1 billion, it's not just collect a whole bunch of stone, it's like you have to actually build it and keep the workforce in the city running while the gods are burning down your factories and the damn hyenas are over here plotting their revenge. And they actually go through all the stages of building it, as opposed to just, and magically, boom. You know, you've got another archaeology that's sitting there, or another mega tower. And you're like, well, that's kind of not satisfying. You just got this one dude at the top, hammering away. And we're done. The step pyramid is complete. The monument will forever stand as a testament to my abilities. See, I made this. We need... Remember to instruct the overseer monuments to dispatch any necessary funeral provisions. Alright, so we finished all of this. You don't need any more. So we finished it. And we won. Awesome.
The feat you have accomplished is unmatched. With your wisdom, a massive pyramid, unlike anything that has been seen before, stretches toward the sky and guarantees immortality to our beloved Pharaoh.
It took us 200 months, so what, that's just under 10 years? Not bad. Or over 10 years. Oh, you missed what I was about to say about the gloves. Basically, the gloves are to help not wear my palms out. And they're also, both my parents are psychiatrists, and one of the, so yeah, my childhood was really fun. But one of the things is, to get into like work mode or anything else, you can use like things as psychological triggers. So it's like whenever I put my gloves on, it's like, okay, I should be concentrating. So let's see, what do we want to do? A tomb of our own, or the harsh Sinai? So we could basically build another giant monument. Yeah, Mark of the PC Master Race is true. That's why I wear them. That's why I started at least. And then it just got comfortable. And you don't get repetitive stress injuries nearly as easily as if you keep your hands warm, stuff like that. So I'm thinking the harsh Sinai. because then we can build soldiers and like kill stuff.
Like Den before him, Pharaoh Huni has ordered an expedition into the harsh land of Sinai to acquire turquoise, gemstones, and copper. He wishes you to lead this expedition to a place called Serabit Kadim, where the building remains of an earlier Egyptian outpost may still be found. Their current condition is unknown, but they may still provide some means of defense for the expedition. You should be aware that the last such expedition sent to this area never returned. A later expedition sent to recover them also did not return.
The guys we sent.
Nevertheless, if we are to arm our soldiers adequately, our kingdom needs copper for making weapons, and this metal is scarce in our land. Prepare yourself, for you will be under constant threat of attack from the Bedouin of the Sinai Desert, and from our enemies, the Canaanites. Mine what copper and gemstones you may under these conditions, and be prompt in fulfilling Pharaoh's requests. You may employ jewelers to use any surplus gemstones to fashion jewelry for the people occupying the settlement.
Alright, so we're going to be under attack by the Bedouin and the Canaanites. So it's going to be some serious shenanigans here. So let's take a look at what we've got. So we have a gate. We can build walls? Wait a minute. When the hell did that happen? Or do we just have walls that are already pre-built for us? I don't remember ever building walls in this game. Okay, it looks like we've got some gemstone mines and copper mines. So no gold mines directly. We have a whole bunch of hyenas, which are a bunch of bastards. We've got birds. And wow, that is a lot of walls. So we're basically just going to get attacked and murdered, like, immediately, aren't we? Alright, so that's copper and gems. Copper and gems. So all of our mines are in the south. Can we clear? Alright, so we can clear the walls. That's good to know. Can we build more walls? Beautification, personal mansion, roadblock, shrines. I don't see any walls. Alright, so we can't build walls directly. So let's take a look at what our... So we're over here in Serabit Kadim. And what do these guys do? They buy gems and luxury goods. Kyrene is not available. And are these are all land trade routes. I'm seeing if there are any water trade routes. Looks like all land. So they buy copper. They buy pottery. Luxury goods. So it looks like we could sell copper all the way down here to Selma Oasis. So it's copper and luxury goods. Alright, can we build... We cannot actually get any clay. So we're going to need clay, we're going to need that sort of thing. We're basically going to have to set up, I think, copper and gems and jewelry. So we're going to have to basically turn into a production powerhouse, and then we're going to have to make weapons. Does anybody buy weapons? Because weapons are super expensive. Doesn't look like anybody buys weapons. So I'm trying to formulate a basic strategy. It looks like copper and jewelry. Like, we could sell gems, but we should only sell overflow gems. And we'll see how much money we can actually get. It looks like we do have flax that we could turn into maybe linen, but nobody buys linen. Well, they buy linen, but not for much. Alright, well I'm going to take a very short break here, a short bio break. I've been playing for 3 hours or so right now, so I'll be back in just like a couple minutes, refill my water, and then we'll get back to playing this thing. So why don't we get back to figuring out what we're gonna do. Yeah, I was gonna say fun fact. That's not a fun fact, but then you're like, that's a scary fact. And be like, that is a scary fact. That was actually one of the jokes. I guess we have jokes in poor taste, but when I was working at you know how people have like stupid retreats where you have like a team building exercise. It'd be like the absolute worst team building exercise would be getting boated, which would be like your they just like airlift your team into the middle of Cambodia and just you have to learn to survive. That would be the worst. Alright, so we need to set up our basic housing blocks and what we're going to need to do. So we're going to need food, and we're going to need minerals. So we're going to set up 2 blocks of housing, I think. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that looks about right. So we'll set up one up there, and we're going to set up another one over here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I kind of set up these housing blocks kind of like this. I saw some pattern online that made sense to me, so I kind of just do that. So let's see, where are all the little dudes going to come from? Probably the south, I imagine. So this is gonna need, yeah, so 1, 2, 3. I like that. Put a roadblock over there. So that'll be our foothold over here. We are gonna need a road over to get some water here, though. So let's just do that. Not much of a problem. People everywhere, but communication might not be easy. This is true. Well, I would not know. As a not very well-traveled American citizen, I am not as worldly as a lot of other people are. Alright, so it looks like everybody comes from the west, through the gate. Alright, that's pretty cool actually. So they're gonna show up, and we are gonna need to probably very quickly move into get soldiers mode. So let's make sure our commerce, you can assign jobs, and my thing is always infrastructure needs to be like #1, because if your city's burning down, literally you're screwed. So you can't really do anything if everyone is dying. So what should we mine? We should probably mine copper. I think that was going to fetch the highest price. Actually, we can even look at what the highest price is going to be, can't we? So show prices for stuff. So our prices are $275. Let's see. It's copper is $185, gems are $92, luxury goods are $150. So copper is just the most expensive stuff. So we should just get copper immediately. Before we even get food, we're gonna get copper mines. And that means we need a storage yard. Just for copper. Yeah, history is crazy. Like, things are not as you would expect most of the time. And we're gonna bump up to 70%. And I want to place down our... I kind of just want to place down the palace just because it helps me with the unemployment figure real easily. It's not like they have like an unemployment little thing at the top, which is the biggest thing to me in this game is the unemployment. If people have jobs, things usually goes pretty well. But if you have too many jobs to fill and not enough folks, then you get just destroyed in this game. Since we finally have people. Another thing that you can do that is a really bad decision in this game is you can build all the buildings before people actually start moving in. And what ends up happening is all your shit falls over because, like you're not seeing me make too many horrible mistakes with stuff, except for, like, you know, not having enough firemen. But basically, if you don't have people, I need roadblocks. If you don't have people working and, like, walking around, keeping stuff safe or keeping stuff from collapsing, all these buildings will just fall over before your migrants get here and start settling your stuff. So it can get pretty gnarly pretty quick. Alright, so we're gonna make these go off to the left, and we'll throw down a granary right here. Oh, we can't. Throw down hunting lodges, and they'll take care of these stupid ostriches for us. So we're going to need a granary, and I think I'll just throw it out here because I can. And as it's so far out here, I'm gonna make sure that I put a firehouse out here because I'm gonna make sure that doesn't go horribly wrong. And let's open up trade routes. So we're gonna be exporting copper over to Selma Oasis. So it's an expensive trade route to open, but it's what we need. So let's export when we have more than 200. And let's start making weapons as well. Like, immediately start making weapons. And get a fort. Like, I don't even want to play around with like they said, death is coming. I'm not going to second guess them. Let's pop down our village palace over here. And I would like to just open this up and start getting all that delicious copper, but not yet. We can open up some areas over here actually instead. How many mines could we fit? Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 or so mines, so we should probably get like 3 copper and 3 gems. Let's do that. And mines are extremely prone to collapse. You know, like you would expect that to be the case, but it cannot be overstated how these things just like to fall apart. And we're probably going to go into debt here real quick. But if we get the bones of our operation going, which is going to be trade, then we can kind of get some money. Like, we haven't even actually got water and yeah, we're gonna need our water source from way over there, aren't we? Well, let's just move out. And roadblock. So what was that notification? Out of money. Yes. Okay. So kind of how this game works is you run out of money once, and they give you a whole bunch of money. Oh, weapons. Oh yeah, we need weapons to be able to be stored. Oh yeah, we need a conscription office, don't we? A recruiter. Let's get the recruiter over here. I really like the music for this game. Just great. Very relaxing. Except when the Bedouin show up and then murder you. And you got some sweet battle music. And I should also be thinking about keeping kind of all my valuable stuff in the middle of the city, because these guys show up and just wreck everything, and I'm gonna be SOL. Oh crap, alright. Seth is super pissed at me. He's gonna probably crap all over everything. So let's just slap down some temples really quick. Because holy crap, the gods are angry. So that's Temple to Seth, Ptah, and Ra. And let's get a... Are we actually able to place a festival square here? No. We could try placing one like over here. We could place it right here. That would actually not be too bad. Sorry guys, you gotta move. You gotta bulldoze your houses and build a giant party palace. So, you know, get the hell out of here. And let's definitely hold a festival to Seth, and hopefully he doesn't... Like, if he's furious with us, he is probably going to randomly destroy a whole bunch of our crap. And it looks like we're starting to trade, because we just got a whole bump of funds. And
I'm not taking these supplies any further until someone's available to unload them.
Okay, so we definitely need industry and commerce is like level 2, because we need our commerce moving for us to get money, so we can get weapons and soldiers. So the normal soldier guys, they take weapons, which are, so they're better, and the archers don't take any weapons, they just exist. So we're having trouble getting food is what it looks like. Well, we have plenty of food, so maybe we just need to make a granary all the way down here. And if I make a granary over here, I absolutely need to put a fire post. Because granaries like to burn down. Unemployment's still 0. What do we need to hit for this mission? It's we don't need any culture, we just need a whole bunch of kingdom standing. Alright, well, that basically tells me that we don't need any amenities for any of our dudes, we just need to keep surviving. And we should probably start trading gems. So let's make sure that we have trade routes open for people who buy gems. They buy paper. And these guys buy gems and luxury goods. So we can now start trading. gems. Let's export when we have more than 400. That sounds pretty good. What's our recruiter? Has he got enough weapons? Yeah, no weapons stored. We should probably get another weaponsmith just right off the bat. So let's double check that we actually got everything working. Here's our fire risk. Our fire risk looks pretty good. Our crime? Crime doesn't seem to be a problem. Disease? Disease looks good. Malaria? And our damage. Our collapse. Now looks good. Alright, so we have not missed like some horrible massive chunk of what we need to pay attention to. Let's see if the gods are actually okay with us. Okay, the gods are good now. They don't absolutely hate us. So we'll start making these lavish festivals, because when you don't have that many people, it's really cheap to hold festivals in this game. And festivals get you good stuff. And yeah, these people are not happy because the mines are here. Which makes a lot of sense. But we would like to level them up a little bit, so we're gonna chuck some money at them. We can always make some cat statues. We got the cats protecting the mine. That's what we need. More cats. And we are just not going to get any... here they come. Now they're getting food. So I think basically what we should do is make another block of people, perhaps. Get more copper and the rest, maybe. The problem is there's no water down here, so we're just gonna have like a slum. Which, I mean, if we're gonna have a slum, we're gonna have a slum, so that's not the worst thing in the world. How many mines can we actually put here? Looks like literally just 2 mines. Well, it's probably worth it. Let's see, we're gonna need a gemstone mine and a copper mine. And we're also going to need a position. And I think we have an apothecary? No, we don't. So this should turn into something. Alright, 8 months to comply with 800 copper. And we can use some help. So, storage jars have been filled with as many jars of chickpeas as we can accommodate. Awesome! So Pharaoh sent us a whole bunch of food, and we're going to send him a bunch of copper. So we're going to have to stockpile copper. Well, let's get to making copper then. Like, we literally just traded a whole bunch of copper away. Which is why we have so much money right now. 1,000 people. Unemployment has actually gone up. So, that means I'm going to be able to start doing the production lines of stuff. So we're going to start with our jewelers. Excellent. And we're going to need some more storage yards as well. Well, where should we throw? Well, I guess probably the reasonable thing to do is to make another housing block over here. 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Compliance is now possible. Excellent. Alright, Pharaoh, have all the copper you need. So let's see, we want copper, gems, luxury goods. And we're also going to want to start trading. Let's see, who is buying luxury goods who we are not trading with? They just buy pottery. Alright, so nobody. So we should be able to go to our commerce dude and start trading our luxury goods when we have more than, probably, let's keep a couple of them around. Well, there are a couple links. Just Dashkin.com is a C name for DashkinGame.com, which is where the game actually is. So Adam kind of uses one and I use the other, just for no real reason. Alright, so we are exporting. Excellent. And we're probably going to keep some of those luxury goods around because Pharaoh is most likely going to want to us to send him a whole bunch of them. So let's see, 9% unemployment. Well, we're bringing in a whole bunch of people. We're going to need some jobs for them. So let's start plopping down services for this area. A foreign army will be in 2 years' time. Alright, well there's our first invasion. So we're going to make all the things here, and we're going to need some more soldiers. And a force of infantry. How many weapons are in our stockpile? None. Well, let's get another weaponsmith, shall we? Strike down the next enemies who dare violate our city. Awesome! Alright, so that's why we like gods who like us. Strike down those who hate us. 12% unemployment. Alright. And we'll need a bazaar. And, I mean, I guess we could use another granary over here. And because I'm putting a granary over here, I'm gonna need to put another little fire station. Let's see if we can get a water crossing here. Can we just build a road across? No. Is it possible to cross anywhere here? Cross there. We could build like a little ferry. That would be pathetic. Not very helpful. But let's make sure that there's a road over there. And I definitely think we're gonna need, like... Is there any more game meat on this map, or is that just all of it? So we're just never gonna have any other fish? No. Well... I guess we're just gonna be trading. And that's all we can do. So we should start importing food, I believe. So let's take a look at what we can actually import for food. Let's show the prices. Chickpeas are the cheapest. So let's import some chickpeas. Let's import to... yeah, it's 1,200. We need food. We just tried dashkin.com and it didn't work, Focus. Well, I wonder why. Alright, so I sent Pharaoh 800 copper ingots, and we are now more popular. People love us. Sympathetic. Seth is the local deity. The patron god is Ra, though. Ra is not happy with us. Just this shanty town down here. We're not gonna get any water. We're not gonna get anything. What's this architect even doing here? How is he? Oh yeah, he got trapped. So let's see, we have 14% unemployment. What more can we do? We could import like barley and all that sort of stuff, so we could like accept none. We could import clay, import, was it barley? Where is barley? Am I just missing it? Bricks, pottery, beer, flax, linen, reeds, copper, chickpeas. Must be going blind. I don't see barley anywhere. There's no barley. All right, so we can just grab clay and then make pottery. So pottery, and here we're just gonna have beer. Alrighty then. Yeah, I don't see barley anywhere. Thank you for following Kento 456. Welcome, we're playing Pharaoh right now. And I'm trying to basically figure out exactly what I need to do to set up civilization. And to set up civilization, you obviously need really fragile plates to eat off of. And you need lots of booze, because when you combine those together, you get civilization. So awesome, we're going to do that. Also, let's take a look at some of these others. We have not opened a trader out here. They sell cheap stuff, so we want them. And I don't think there's anybody else. We can't open with Kyrene or Biblos. And how is our army doing? How many weapons have we got? No weapons stored. We have plenty of copper, so we definitely need another weaponsmith. Or 2. How about 2? Let's get some weapons cranked out here and get some more soldiers going on. Yeah, go kill that. Bedouin army attacks. Oh shit. Alright. Bedouins. Where are they attacking? So they're over south. Oh. Wow, the controls are a little finicky. Those guys. We've got barbarians attacking us. So we got all of Pharaoh's men roaming around. I thought Seth was supposed to blow up anybody attacking us. But I guess he's asleep at the switch. And how many more copper mines are down here? It's like 1, 2 at maximum. It might be worth it building like a little slums over here, but they're immediately like gonna get attacked and murdered. So I'm not really super enthusiastic about it. So okay, we're coming through the gate. We've got the lions and the crocodiles are our army. Okay, whoa, archers, hold on now. We want the infantry in front of the archers. Come on guys, get out there. What's that? Delighted to slay those who are foolish enough to threaten our city. Oh man, Seth just like destroyed those guys. Get him. Alright. Well, Seth made that fight really easy. Let's throw a festival to Seth when we at our first earliest convenience. And these guys are gonna start getting really upset because we don't have like entertainment. So let's make sure that we have plenty of entertainment while we're being attacked by barbarians. A juggler school, a conservatory, and a dance pad. Let's get a pavilion over here. And we can't get a bandstand. We could get one over here, so let's go ahead and get one. You have to have these weird... One of the things with entertainment in this game is you have to build entertainment venues on crossroads. So you have to do like some kind of weird road shenaniganry to actually get your entertainment working properly. Which is fine. Which is fine. But we need some more industry, don't we? We're at 10% unemployment. I'm actually gonna expand this block out farther. And we're gonna want some more roads to go out. We're gonna make an architect post out here. And we are going to make some potters. And storage yard for pots. Pottery and clay. These frickin' hyena cat things. You guys are jerks. These guys are just gonna spawn forever. Alright, so we're gonna make more soldiers, and I think we've got our mines are working. We should probably figure out. These guys just don't even have food. Our bazaar has plenty of game meat though, so we're having a bazaar problem. We're not able to get around enough. So we should be able to solve that. This guy's got stuff. If we're importing chickpeas, I don't see any chickpeas anywhere though. I'm guessing we have to actually import into a storage yard. Well, I think we can build a storage yard here, and we're just going to set it to only chickpeas. Let's make sure to hold another... Oh, the festival is for April. Alright, did I not increase speed? Alright, yeah, let's go back to 80. The Canaanite army is eager to invade and will reach our city in 1 year. They're coming from Canaan. Let's just keep making this place pretty. What are these guys complaining about? They need pottery. Well, we're working on pottery. We've got our dudes down here with their kilns, baking all the pots into pottery. That's what they do. Let's see, what about up here? We can do the same thing we did before, so we can get some entertainment. So a juggler school, conservatory, and a dance school. Ah, we can almost get the dance school over there. We'll get it right here though. We get a pavilion. And a booth. And because we're making so much money off of stuff, we can actually afford to kind of level up some of our little areas. Which is awesome. You will get no entertainment down here though. Too bad, guys. Alright, and we are now importing food.